Part of the mission of the castle is to bring arts and culture programming to the community. I think the literary festival is tremendously important because it's bringing great literature that stands the test of time.
Then the skin of my throat began to tingle, as one's flesh does when the hand that is to tickle it approaches nearer.
This year, Bram Stoker, he created Dracula. Dracula. How can you not love Dracula? So let's go there.
She becomes not alive or dead, but undead.
The life of the figure and the literature is the impetus. That's where we start. And from that, we try to pull in whatever we can to flesh out that world. It's about mobilizing local artists and artists from out of town as well, artists in general, mobilizing them to take this material, take their own creativity, and explode it into fireworks. We do a film night, an outdoor film night where we project a film out on the lawn. We did Nosferatu this year, the silent film. With Dracula as our, main piece of literature and Bram Stoker as the author, I thought it would be fun to do a blood drive with Red Cross. So we had the truck out there on film night and people were filing in and doing their best to stagger out and fall onto the lawn, pale as a sheet, and enjoy Nosferatu.
It's the only way to make sense from tragedy. It took me many years to reconcile this strange tragedy.
What you see in the literary festival this year around the Stoker is a true adaptation of a play that we wrote based on Jewel of Seven Stars. As a playwright, it's been a really fun challenge to actually take a piece of work and then figure out all the places to narrow it down and kind of carve out some kind of sculpture that you can put into a play to present to an audience that's going to be both compelling and also using the writer's words.
Woman, surely there must be some other way.
Suddenly, the mummy's right hand shoots upward and wraps itself around Margaret's throat. The men gasp and are temporarily paralyzed by shock.
And place it over the heart. With the other hand, strike with the hammer! Strike in God's name so that the undead will pass away! Leave the point.
The play was called Dracula, The Journal of Jonathan Harker. It was written by a fellow named Jim Helsinger. And it was about an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop Dracula insanity. It was the novel condensed. One man played all the characters. I had a tremendously gifted young man to work with in the role. We had to craft, through sheer theatrical invention, the story of Dracula using a man.
I heard them say things like, "Was that possible? I can't believe I saw that with my own eyes."
Can't you see it's over now? It's time to die.
No, not I, only you!
If I die, you die too.
You die in me, I...
We had a desire to involve music in the offerings, and music was received very well. And this year, we had the tremendous treat of working with Hal France, who is a local superstar in the music world and quite beloved by many.
Well, it is a lot of fun because when the literary festival comes up, the castle decks itself out in a new way. For Dracula, we had bats and cobwebs hanging everywhere. We sort of decked the castle out as if it had been closed and abandoned for centuries. The reaction of the community to the literary festival is pretty remarkable. They leave inspired and encouraged to go read more literature.